Hi, everybody. Celina here, and we are so excited to be presenting you with another podcast. This is From the Top, presented by Armina Stone. I am here with a special guest today. This is Angelo Spagnolo, president and owner of Spagnolo Custom Homes. We are so happy to have you here, Angelo.
Co-owner.
Well, it's all in the family,
it's all
right?
in the family. That's correct.
We got to get into that. But yeah, it's great to have you here. We love working with you guys. We were just talking before we went on the air how your homes are truly the best we've ever seen. They're all custom. They're just luxury. Everything. You do a great job.
You've been in enough of them.
I know. We've been in so many of them. It's always so much fun to shoot there. So, Angelo, let's go back to the beginning, because this business has been around for a long time, and it was started by your dad.
We are 69 years in business. When my father had his third child, which was me, he decided to branch off from the family business, and he just didn't want to do what the family was doing, and which was groceries and produce. And he just said, "Dad, I got to do something else." So between my two uncles, my father and my grandfather, the four of them started a company. Mm-hmm. Okay. They stayed with the business as far as the produce and the groceries. And my dad ventured out into the dirt, okay, moving dirt and building homes. And he started in the city of Pittsburgh, actually, was his first homes he built. And then moved out into the municipalities. And then naturally, as growth, ground got less scarce locally in the city area, he just kept moving out. So the circles in Pittsburgh, that's just really how it is. The growth just keeps evolving, north and south and east and west.
All over.
Yes.
Have you always wanted to get into the family business?
Not at all. Never. When we were kids, we were grunts. Unload this, go for that, and all that neat stuff. Is not really paying attention. We mostly worked for Grandpap at the store, to be honest with you, at the grocery store, and it just something turned. And when I was at college, my dad got a little sick, and there was. My dad was a one-man band running the home building business at that time, and there was really nobody to run the show, so to speak. So I come home, and this led to that, and hey, I made all my mistakes when I was very early in life, and then built the company. And once it got into your blood, you really, if you don't put this in your blood, there's no sense of being in this business,
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, company started in 1955, and we, here we are today. We are probably the oldest home building company in at least Allegheny County North.
Yeah.
And at one time, we used to have over 180, 190 custom home builders. Back in the 1990s, I know when I was president of the North Suburban Builders Association, I think we had 190 custom home builders that were builder members of the association. Mm-hmm. And it just seems like, everybody's gone now. Everybody's retired, passed on. Geez, I just remember all the names, the big names in the business. But I still have a couple good buddies that are still in town. Some moved away out to Las Vegas. And, it is what it is, but I wish more people would really get into the custom business, because we are lacking. We are lacking builders, to be honest with you.
Well, what makes Spagnolo Custom Homes so unique?
Oh, it's a good question.
I think everything. There's not one home we've been in that I didn't love. We love them.
I got to tell you something. You can probably talk to all my clients, and they'll tell you the same thing. What I tell them when they're signing the papers to construct their home, you know, you may own this home, but my name is on this home forever and ever and ever until something happens 100 years from now. But, you know, I take this business really personal. You know, I sleep it, think about it. Heck, at 2:30 this morning, I told my wife, I can't lay here anymore. I got to go. So
You
I'm
were
at the
ready to
office
work.
at 3 o'clock this
You
morning.
did?
Oh, I was at the office at 3.
Wow.
I know that's
But you
pretty
probably get a lot
far-fetched.
done, though. It's quiet.
In the 2.5 hours I was there, I got more done in 2.5 hours than I can get in an 8-hour day between
Wow.
phone calls and emails and, you know, doing all the subs stuff that, so when it's silent, nobody's bothering you. You turn on the radio and
It's the best.
it's the best.
Have some coffee.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, for sure.
Well, we've met Dina. We love Dina. And we had the chance to shoot in your house. And we love Patty, met Patty so many times. Talk to me about being with your family, working with your brother Frank. What is that like to, you know, have that family dynamic? I'm sure it could be challenging at times, but I'm sure it's a lot of fun too.
It is a lot of fun. You know, it's challenging. My brother has his opinions on life, and I have my opinions, and you know. But generally speaking, we really work things out. You know, and he knows what he does. He knows what his strengths are. I know what my strengths are, and you know, we don't try to step on each other's toes because that's just really, you know, doesn't make sense. So. Yeah, Dina is an agent for us and markets our homes, and you know, my wife Patty, you know, she's always by my side. So
Well, I know she had a lot to do with your home, and boy, is she talented.
yeah, she does very well. But you know, we also have some help, and not to discount that. You know, we have a lot of nice people that work for us. You know, over the years, I've worked with so many interior designers, and you know, which is a really key ingredient to our homes. I have had great experience with almost every interior designer. To be honest with you, I've had a few bad ones, and you can always tell so to speak, the men from the boys. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But you know, just like the landscapers, and you know, they make us look good. You know, with the selections made and so on and so forth. And, you know, certainly, you know, just one situation is, or one, for instance, is the Armina stone. You know, we send everybody to Taylor. Taylor, she's the manager at Armina. And
she's fantastic.
Does really great by our clients. And, you know, her boss, the owner of the company, I can't say enough about him, you know.
Yeah, how did you and Emre first meet? How did you start working together?
You know, it's funny. He called me. Well, we got together on numerous projects before, but not as closely as what we are now. And but you know, over time, and you know, he's friends with this gentleman and that gentleman, and you know, and it just works. You know, he's just really. An advocate for our company, as well as, you know, I mean, he's a good supplier and subcontractor to a lot of builders, you know. But we have a good working relationship, and I only wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah. Would you recommend Armina's stone to others? I mean, in all the homes we've been in, we've seen our stone, and Armina and Spagnolo, they just go together.
They do. But yeah, I mean, I'll text Taylor and say, Taylor, I'm sending my friend over who's not building a new home, but they want to know where to go for countertops and stuff like that. Just take care of them. So I just had a very good friend. He says, I'm just replacing my island. He says, where do I go? I says, well, you know where to go. And I sent him down there, and he texted me after he was done with Taylor and said, thank you very much. Everything worked out very well. So, you know, you just refer business that anybody wants to know. They treat you good, you have to reciprocate.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
It's service. It's just everything. You know, I mean, and you know, a lot of customization that we have in our homes. You know, it takes an effort. It's just not slapping a slab of granite on your kitchen and saying, okay, we're done. I mean, there's a lot to things, and
Yeah.
a lot of detail work, and, and they can do it, so that's the important part.
Yeah. And how important would you say would stone be in a home when you're building a home? I mean, even if you're walking to somebody's kitchen like yours, which we love your kitchen so much, but your islands, they really pop. That stone in there is just magnificent.
Excuse me. Well, it's one of the most important, besides the cabinets and, I mean, the countertops, regardless if they're quartz or granite or even marble, it's just a very intricate part of our designs. So we really don't pinch pennies on the granite because it's not excuse me, I'm really sorry.
Oh, you're good.
It's just not a item in the home that you would ever want to skimp on, but we don't skimp on anything. But, from even before the granite countertops are installed and the kitchen's installed, all that stuff, even before drywall, I'm really proud of the way we frame our homes and the products that we use. Everything is engineered today. And it just makes their job so much easier. So when those walls that are behind the countertops, when they are perfectly plumb and straight, and it's so easy for this granite to slide right in place without any bulges in between or any humps. Everybody always asks, well, how do you get these walls so straight? That's the products that we use. So, I spend a few more dollars on that product, but it's really important when we're doing granite, ceramic tile in those areas.
Well, and even we were talking earlier and you said something that I was like, you're right about that. You said you only build a home once and you do it the right way.
Pretty much. I mean, I over the years, but lately the last 10, 15 years, one time.
That's it.
And, throw the plan away because it's not really, it's not a challenge. And, we're custom home builders. We do custom things. And, I don't want to walk into my neighbor's home. I don't want to walk in, their neighbors don't want to walk in somebody else's home and see the same basic thing. We try to do, there's only so much you can do changing around. And certainly floor plan is one big part of it.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as products and just try to do it a little bit different. Get, look outside of that box, okay, and see what kind of magic you can come up with. But, today it's so easy to find an idea. Everything's online.
Yep.
And, people bring these ideas to us, which ultimately, our clients, it makes our job easier than me trying to start from bare bones and, okay, well, this is what you like. Oh, it's so easy. Not, I shouldn't say so easy. It's just easier to envision their ideas rather than them trying to describe their ideas. So, but we were just on vacation last week, and after day 5, and we were there for 7.
Where did you go?
We went to Aruba.
Oh, we love Aruba.
Yeah.
There's a great Italian restaurant. It starts with a G, I think.
Gianni's.
Yeah, Gianni's. It's so good.
We were there. But after day 5, I said to my wife, I says, I can't retire.
You sound like my dad. That's what he says.
I just can't retire. It's, I don't know what I would do with myself because I'm constantly, thinking about this and thinking about that. I know I have to slow down at some point, being 69 years of age.
No, that's why you look so young, and you are young because you're a go-getter.
Well, I just don't let any grass grow underneath my feet. But we have a great list of subcontractors that we use, and they usually die or retire, working for us, to be honest with you.
That says a lot.
I mean, it does. I'm not into, this guy's 3 cents a foot cheaper than the next guy. Just show me the quality work. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So once we're zoned in, but sometimes you do have to make a change, where, your electrician can't climb the ladder anymore. So, you know, a lot of ceilings are 20 foot, 24 foot, 25 foot tall. You know, if he can't climb the ladder, well, who's going to wire it? So you have to make a change and, you know, replace, you know, a painter occasionally because it's time for them to go out of business.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I mean, but we have a fine list of subcontractors that we use, and you know, they speak highly of you. You know, when you know, if you talk to a client, say, boy, I'm just using a painter. Boy, I tell you, they think that you walk on water. You know, I mean, well, you know, I just want a great job. That's all I want done. You know, the cheapest job isn't the best job. You realize that.
Oh yeah.
And everybody does, but it's just finding the right subs, and you know, sometimes you have to go through. I remember we had a drought of roofers. Our roofer retired to Florida, and I went through like 6 different roofing companies until I was really satisfied. And this guy's been doing my roof now for about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And what a great guy. And his son's now getting ready to take over the business. And, you know, so we'll stay with Jason for another 20 years. And, you know, or as long as I'm, you know, behind the wheel. So.
Well, you are building a lot of new homes all the time. We talked about another one that's popping up. We love Trinity Place. And then in Butler County, you mentioned another area where you're just getting started. What are some of the big trends you're seeing? Like, what are customers coming to you saying, you know, I want this in my house, or we got to have this?
Well, you know, just as I was saying, you know, they see everything online. Okay. Yeah. And, once those products are embedded in somebody's head, you know, you get that. We're doing wine lounges now.
Ooh, whole lounge, not just like the wine cellar.
Right. We're doing sipping rooms for the bourbon drinkers.
Oh.
I mean, you know, it's whatever your imagination can inspire you to do, or your clients. You know, we do whatever they like. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's why it's so unique to me going into all of your homes. Even the one that we were in, and this is really popular now too. Is it called a shower room, where you have, you know, this beautiful huge open shower, but then the bathtub is in there too? I see those everywhere.
I know, and they got popular, but I think they're kind of, in my opinion, the demand for them right now is kind of, I think it was a phase.
Yeah, just a phase.
Ceramic toweling this entire room. And I just never was a fan of it, to be honest with you, because, you know, here I am thinking, well, I do take a shower. And, you know, my water comes out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
So that water is going to go this way and splashing off your body. Somebody's going to have to clean that bathtub as well. And, you know, I just...
Yeah, that's a good point.
Everybody likes practicality of things, and, you know, likes a little bit of show. But the bottom line is, I just don't believe in them. Okay, we've done them, but I don't have anybody really right now asking for
just a phase.
Room.
Yeah, that's the wet room.
Yep.
Well, if you're working with a client, is there anything that you would say you have to have this in your house?
A lot of things. I mean, really, we do a lot of bathrooms with his and her commodes. Okay.
I like that nowadays. That's great.
It's almost like every house that we build now has a Jack and Jill, so to speak, commode room separately. What else is big? Flat ceilings. Contemporary homes are more heading in this way. I mean, I know we're always 5 to 7 years shy of the West Coast, and everything comes west to east in design. At least that's my thought of it. And I have a friend, like I said, that builds big homes in Vegas, and you know, everything out there has a flat roof. There is no gables or hip roofs. So you know, I don't know when that's coming to Pittsburgh. We do put some flat roofs on the house, but still the main body of the house has a roof to it. I mean, it's, you know, design will come this way, and what transpires inside the home, it's your imagination. It really is. I mean, there's just like as I was telling you, we do a lot of wine cellars on the first floor. You know, refrigerated rooms. You know, you can put 7,000-8,000 bottles of wine on your first floor, and you know, it has to be refrigerated. So I mean, that's a lot of preparation just to get it to that point before you even put the shelving in.
And you're a wine drinker. You have a great wine cellar.
A nice little collection.
What's your favorite wine?
I'm a two. You know, either an Italian, a Barolo, or a California Cabernet. So they're really in my wine cellar. The whole left wall is all Italians: Barolos, Barbarescos, Barberas, so on and so forth. And then the whole large wall is all Cabernets from all over Napa Valley and then some, but and then the whites are on this side and the champagnes.
That's what we're missing today.
That's what
we
we're
should be
missing.
having a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, next time.
Next time.
Well, I have to ask you some personal questions because we're in the holiday season.
Sure.
What's your favorite tradition? It could be Thanksgiving, Christmas, anything.
Oh.
What you guys like to do?
Well, I miss my father when it comes to Santa Claus. When he used to, when my children were young, and my oldest is just turned 40 and 38, 30 or 39 and 37, excuse me. And you know, when Grandpap was my father, when he was Santa Claus and ringing the bells, and then my grandfather, you know, he was the same thing. I mean, ringing the bells as kids. And Christmas is by far the best holiday you can ever think of.
I agree. I love it.
Having
Are
a
you
piece-
Santa now?
No, I'm not. I just took off like 15 pounds, so I'm trying to keep my weight down. But being plump isn't a good thing for my sugar. But we, Grandpap was, and my father, they were just perfect Santa Clauses, and I know my kids remember that well. You know.
And you have everybody in, right, for Christmas? Because they're all over the country.
Yeah, I have a daughter and her husband. They went to Miami together whenever Ben was there.
Oh.
So I got to see Ben
that's
play
cool.
before he was number 7 for Black and Gold, and many games. And he never lost when I drove down to Miami, Ohio. But anyway, they met there and fell in love, and her first job was in Dayton, Ohio, where he came from. So they're still there today. And my second daughter, she lives in Aspinwall, so she's the she's the
close.
one with all the burden, you know, to take care of Dad's estate and this and that, everything. So you know, she's a local one, but between the two girls, they handle everything. Yeah. And she works for. She just left Highmark and took an equity job in Utah, but she works out of her home, and she loves it so far for 2 years.
Wow.
And my son, he just graduated from Penn as an architect. He was a musician all those years, went to the Kappa School, and he went to New York to the New School for Jazz and Contemporary Music. Graduated, he was the #1 choice out of that school. And then he went to, where'd he go? Decided that when he was 28 to reinvent his life.
I love that. Why not?
Well, you know, he had the opportunity, and the Lord gave him the brains that he has. And he went to Penn. He applied for 10 schools. The only school he didn't get accepted at was Harvard.
Oh my gosh.
But every other Ivy League school.
He has your brains.
Well, I don't know about that, but he has his own brains. But anyway, he went to Penn and became an architect, passed all his tests, and now he's living in Boston with his wife and daughter. And so he's doing well up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's my family tree.
I love it.
And my wife, Patty, she has 2 great kids, Taylor and Connor. They're both out in Phoenix. So
they're both there.
Yeah, she has to do the trekking out to Phoenix.
It's a good place to visit. I like Phoenix.
Yeah. She likes it.
Yeah.
I want to see more than mountains.
Yeah.
I want to see the water and the palm trees.
Yeah, I'm like that too. We'll go to Aruba. Yeah. That's such a great place. Well, the Happy Island.
That's my second home.
Yeah. And it's safe there too. That's why I like Aruba. You always feel safe when you go down there.
Very safe. No matter where you go. Yeah. You know, you always feel safe. The cab drivers and everybody's so warm and friendly there. I mean, they can't do enough for you.
I know. It's great. The water's perfect. It's the divvy trees. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, it's been so much fun having you on here today, Angelo.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Anytime.
much for coming. And we always do a little fun ending to the podcast. We sing.
Oh, God, you don't want me to sing.
Well, you can't be worse than me. I'm pretty bad.
Well, my 5th grade nun, she told me, Mr. Spagnolo, please just move your mouth. Don't let anything come out. And that ruined me for life.
No. Well, you can do that here too. I'll do the singing.
You do that.
And it's real easy. We just do our jingle. I'll count us down. I'll do 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Armina Stone.
That works.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
Armina
Armina
Stone. That was beautiful.
That's the best you get out
Angelo
of me.
Spagnolo. Check him out, everybody. President and co-owner of Spagnolo Custom Homes. Good to see you and have a great
Thank you,
holiday
Celina.
season.
Appreciate it. Tell Mom and Dad hello.
I will.